Okay students, welcome to chemistry second year. In previous class we discussed dehydration of alcohols. In this class we are going to discuss oxidation of alcohols. In this class we are going to discuss oxidation of alcohols. So here oxidation of alcohols we are going to discuss. So in this oxidation of alcohols involves formation of C double bond O with cleavage of CO and CH, with cleavage of OH and CH bonds. Okay, so oxidation of alcohols formation of C double bond O, carbon double bond oxygen. Oxidation of alcohols, formation of C double bond O, carbon double bond oxygen. See here, it is alcohol, single bond O, single bond H. It is alcohol, single bond O, single bond H. So here cleavage, here it is a cleavage and here it is a cleavage. So what I mean to say, gives rise to C double bond O plus H2. This is a dehydrogenation. So how C double bond O formed means with cleavage of OH and CH bonds. How C double bond O is formed? C double bond O is formed by the cleavage of CH and OH bonds. CH and OH bonds. Okay, so this is the cleavage of. Okay, here dehydrogenation takes place. Dehydrogenation is nothing but a removal of hydrogen. So CH-OH bonds, cleavage of CH-OH bonds. Okay, in this reaction dehydrogenation takes place. Dehydrogenation takes place. Dehydrogenation means a removal of hydrogen. Dehydration, previously we discussed, dehydration means a removal of water. Dehydrogenation means a removal of hydrogen. Okay, so this is the way. So here RCH2OH oxidation which forms RCHO. Again oxidation RCOOH is formed. Here oxygen is added, that is oxidation. Here hydrogen is removed, that is oxidation. Here hydrogen is removed. H2 is removed. Okay, here oxygen is added. Oxygen is added. Both are oxidation reactions. Both are oxidation reactions. Okay. See, primary, secondary alcohols are passed through red hot copper vapors. Say primary, secondary alcohols, vapors of primary, secondary alcohols are passed through heated copper, over heated copper, and then aldehydes are formed. Then aldehydes are formed. See here. Then, so here I am taking primary alcohol. Then so vapors of primary and secondary alcohols heated over copper, which forms aldehydes and ketones. Okay, so here RCH2OH passing copper at 543 kelvins. Vapors of primary alcohol is passed through 543 kelvins. Vapors of primary alcohol is passed through heated copper at 543 kelvins, then which gives, so here aldehyde is formed. Aldehyde is formed. This is nothing but RCHO. H2 is removed. It is a primary alcohol. It is a primary alcohol. It is a aldehyde. It is aldehyde. Next, secondary alcohols are CH or OH. It is a secondary alcohol. Secondary alcohol. So passed through copper 543 Kelvin. Vapors of secondary alcohol is passed over heated copper at 543 kelvins. Then what happened? So here H and OH is out. So ketone is formed. Ketone is formed. It is nothing but a ketone. It is nothing but a ketone. It is a secondary alcohol. It is a ketone. In these two reactions, dehydrogenation takes place. Dehydrogenation takes place. Here dehydrogenation, here dehydrogenation takes place. Okay. Dehydrogenation takes place. Dehydrogenation takes place. Okay, in these two. Next, tertiary alcohols. Tertiary alcohols. Okay, see here R CH R OH. It is a tertiary alcohol. It is a tertiary alcohol. Then what happened? Tertiary alcohol means so passed through Cu at 543 kelvins. Passed through Cu at 543 kelvins. Then here if you take CH3, then if you take CH3, here OH, and here hydrogen is removed. Then what happened? CH3, then CH3 double bond CH2. So here double bond CH2 is formed. Here dehydration takes place. Here dehydration takes place. Dehydration takes place. So this is also oxidation, or this is also here these primary alcohols and secondary alcohols dehydration takes place, which forms aldehydes and ketones on oxidation. So tertiary alcohols dehydration takes place on removal of water molecule, or removal of water molecule means oxygen is removed. Then so alkenes are formed. Alkenes are formed. It is nothing but so 2 methyl propene, 2 methyl propene. It is a tertiary alcohol. It is a alkene. It is a tertiary alcohol. It is a alkene. This is oxidation of alcohols. This is oxidation of alcohols. So oxidation of alcohols, formation of C double bond O. Okay. So here oxidation of alcohols, formation of C double bond O. C double bond O means so like this. So here C double bond O is formed by the cleavage of CH and OH bonds. CH, OH bonds. Okay. So in this reaction, dehydrogenation takes place. Next, alcohols on oxidation. So here removal of hydrogen, then aldehyde is formed. Here added of oxygen, oxidation, carboxylic acid is formed. So C double bond O is formed. So here dehydration takes place. So primary alcohols and secondary alcohols. Vapors of primary and secondary alcohols passed over heated copper, then dehydrogenation takes place. So in first session aldehyde is formed, in second session ketone is formed. This is with secondary alcohols and it is with the primary alcohols. Okay. So here it is primary alcohols, it is a secondary alcohols, it is a tertiary alcohols. Dehydration takes place. Okay. So it is nothing but a tertiary alcohol. So this is oxidation of alcohols. Including this reactions of alcohols and phenols is over. Next we have to discuss only reactions of phenols. Okay. See here, reactions of phenols. See, the following reactions are shown by only phenols. So now we are going to discuss some reactions. These reactions shown by only phenol, but not alcohols. Okay. See here, the following reactions shown by phenol only. The following reactions shown by phenol only. Okay. See, due to presence of alcohol group, it directs and it activates ortho and para positions. Ortho and para positions have a chance to attack electrophiles. Why? Because now we are going to discuss electrophilic substitution reactions of phenol. Now we are going to discuss electrophilic substitution reactions of phenol. Due to presence of OH group, so phenol participates in electrophilic reactions more. Why? Because OH group activates nitro group at ortho and para positions. Nitro group attacks have a chance to attack ortho position and para positions. OH group activates, so electrophilic reactions. Okay, OH group activates electrophilic reactions, means we are going to discuss electrophilic reactions of phenol. We are going to discuss electrophilic substitution reactions. Electrophilic substitution reactions. Okay, the first one is nothing but nitration. First one is nothing but nitration. See here. So first one, nitration. So to the phenol, if you add dilute HNO3, the mixture of ortho-nitrophenol and para-nitrophenol are formed. Okay, see here, I am taking, it is a phenol adding dilute HNO3. Dilute HNO3 can be divided into OH minus plus NO2 plus, it generates electrophile. The electrophile is have a chance to attack at ortho position and para position. If electrophile attacks at ortho position, then NO2 OH is formed. If electrophile attacks at para position, OH and NO2 is formed. Name of this molecule is ortho-nitrophenol. Name of this molecule is p-nitrophenol. Due to presence of OH group, so here activates of electrophilic substitution reactions on benzene ring, on aromatic compounds. So here electron cloud density is more at ortho position and para position. So if electrophile attacks on ortho position, then p-ortho-nitrophenol is formed. If electrophile attacks on para position, then it is electrophile. It is a nucleophile. It can be divided into OH minus and NO2 plus. It is electrophile. Okay, so electrophile attacks on ortho position, this is the compound is formed, and electrophile attacks on para position, this is the compounds are formed. These two are isomers. These isomers are separated by fractional distillation. In this ortho-nitrophenol, intramolecular hydrogen bond is present. In this intermolecular hydrogen bond is present. It is a steam volatile, it is not volatile. Why? Because due to presence of intermolecular hydrogen bond. Okay, see here, now we are going to discuss here intramolecular hydrogen bond in orthonitrophenol. See here, intramolecular hydrogen bond in orthonitrophenol. So here I am taking orthonitrophenol like this. Okay, it is orthonitrophenol. It is orthonitrophenol. So here nitrogen double bond O, and here oxygen single bond O. Here hydrogen, here oxygen. Okay, then it is intramolecular hydrogen bond. It is a intramolecular hydrogen bond, double bond, double bond, and double bond. This is orthonitrophenol. It is a intramolecular hydrogen bond. Next, if you take p-nitrophenol, so here intermolecular hydrogen bond, intermolecular hydrogen bond in p-nitrophenol. P-nitrophenol. See here, I am taking first this molecule, which is nothing but a OH. This is a N, and double bond O this side, double bond O this side, and single bond O this side. It is nothing but a para-nitrophenol. Now one more molecule I am taking. So this is one more molecule I am taking. Here it is OH. Here it is N, double bond O, single bond O. Okay, now the bond is formed between these two. Now the bond is formed between these two. It is p-nitrophenol. It will be continuous like this, and that will be continuous like this. So this is intermolecular hydrogen bond. Intermolecular hydrogen bond. It is a intermolecular hydrogen bond. It is a intramolecular hydrogen bond. Okay, so it is a inter, it is a intra. So it is a steam volatile, it is a less volatile. So first this molecule is liberated, and next this molecule is liberated. Okay, so this is intramolecular hydrogen bond in p-nitrophenol, and intramolecular hydrogen bond in orthonitrophenol. Okay, if you add concentrated HNO3 to this phenol, if you add concentrated HNO3 plus concentrated HNO3, then what happened means most acidic molecule is formed. So here OH, NO2, NO2, and here NO2. Okay, so it is 2, 4, 6 trinitro Trinitrophenol is formed. With concentrated HNO3, this molecule is formed. With dilute HNO3, these two, the mixture of these two molecules are formed. Understand? So this is the way we will discuss reactions of phenols. First one, electrophilic reactions. First one, nitration. Electrophilic reactions, first one, nitration. Okay. See, first one is electrophilic reactions. In this one, first one is nitration. Nitration means adding of HNO3. Dilute HNO3 if you add, what happens? Concentrated HNO3 if you add, what happens? Okay. So this is briefly first one. Next we will discuss halogenation and some more reactions we will discuss. Next it is electrophilic reactions. First one we discussed nitration. Next halogenation we have to discuss with bromine. Okay.